Master believes the Templars have found something beneath the Temple Mount. All that matters is the Master considers it important, else he would not have asked me to retrieve it.
This one need not die.
An excellent kill. Fortune favors your blade.
Watch a while longer and you might learn something.
Indeed. He'll teach you how to disregard everything the Masters taught us. What I would have done is follow the creed.
Nothing is true. Everything is permitted. Understand these words. It matters not how we complete our task, only that it's done.
But this is not the way of—
My way is better.
The Ark of the Covenant?
Don't be silly. There's no such thing.
The sooner we possess it, the sooner we can turn our attention to those jackals at Masyaf.
Robert de Sable. His life is mine.
You have already broken 2 tenets of our creed. Now you would break the 3rd. Do not compromise the Brotherhood. No! Don't!
You know not the things in which you meddle, assassin. I spare you only that you may return to your master and deliver a message. The Holy Land is lost to Jimenez. He should flee now while he has the chance. Stay, and all of you will die.
Altair,
Master.
I trust you have recovered the Templar's treasure.
There was some trouble, Master. I have failed you.
I send you, my best man, to complete a mission more important than any that has come before. And you return to me with nothing but apologies and excuses. Where are Malik and Kadar?
Dead.
No! Not dead. I still live at least.
And your brother?
Gone. Because of you!
Robert de Sable lays siege to Masyaf's village.
All of this could have been avoided! My brother would still be alive! I what your favorite failed to find.
Heretic! Return what you have stolen from me!
Take yourself from here before I'm forced to thin your ranks further.
You play a dangerous game! How long before your fortress crumbles from within? How disciplined will your men remain when the wells run dry and their food is gone?
Show this fool knight what it is to have no fear. Go to God!
Your arrogance nearly cost us victory today.
Do you know why it is you are successful? You listened. Were it that you'd listened in Solomon's temple, Altair, all of this would have been avoided.
What are you doing? I am not a traitor.
Your actions indicate otherwise. And so you leave me no choice. Peace be upon you, Altair.
I am alive. But I saw you stab me.
You saw what I wanted you to see. And then you slept the sleep of the dead, of the womb, that you might awake and be reborn. You'll see you have been stripped of your possessions, your rank as well. You are a novice, a child once more, as you were on the day you first joined our order. I hold here a list. 9 names adorn it. 9 men who need to die. They are plague bringers, war makers. Their power and influence corrupts the land and ensures the Crusades continue. You will find them. Kill them. In doing so, you'll sow the seeds of peace, both for the region and for yourself. I am offering you a chance at redemption. You'll earn your way back into the Brotherhood.
Altair, it is good to see you, and in one piece. You as well, friend. A man named Tamir. Al-Muallim takes issue with the work he does. I meant to end it.
Go and search the city, determine what he's planning and where he works.
Some say, were it not for Tamir, Salah ad-Din's men would have surely turned on him. Could be we won the battle because of that man.
You seem to know quite a bit about Tamir. Tell me what he's planning.
He is preoccupied as of late. He oversees the production of many weapons.
What of it? They're meant for Salah ad-Din. This does not help me.
Not Salah ad-Din. They're for someone else. The crests these arms bear, they are different, unfamiliar. It seems Tamir supports another.
Tell me what you know.
Tamir rules over the Souk El Salah. He makes his fortune selling arms and armor and is supported by many in this endeavor. Blacksmiths, traders, financiers. He's the largest death dealer in the land. A meeting is being arranged at Souk El Salah to discuss an important sale. They say it's the largest deal Tamir has ever made. He'll be distracted with his work. That's when I'll strike.
I'll give you Al-Mualim's marker, and you'll give us Tamir's life.
As you wish.
You dare disrespect me?
Peace, Tamir. I meant no insult. Then you should have kept your mouth shut. No, stop!
You'll not profit from suffering any longer.
I serve a far nobler cause than mere profit. Just like my brothers.
Brothers?
I am but a piece. A man with a part to play. You'll come to know the others soon enough.
Good. I look forward to ending their lives as well. Tamir spoke as if he knew you well. He implied my work had a larger meaning. Then is there more I need to know?
Altair, your greatest failure was born of knowing too much. If I choose to withhold information, it is only to ensure you do not make the same mistake a second time.
A little bird told me you'd be paying a visit.
Al-Mualim has ordered the execution of Garnier de Naplouse, and so here I am. What can you tell me about him?
He is the Grand Master of the Knights Hospitality.
I know what happens within, what he really does.
Go on.
Not sick, not wounded when they enter, but once he's got his hands on them, then the pain begins.
He's no healer then. Just a sick, cruel man.
Remove the stain from Akka, Altair. Perhaps it will help cleanse your own.
Will you stop him?
It's why you still live.
Garnier hides in the Hospitalier fortress. Getting into the fortress will require cunning.
It seems the good doctor enjoys experimenting on innocent citizens. Most of them kidnapped and brought here from Jerusalem.
Help me! Please! You must help me!
I know when and how to strike.
Cast out this fear, else I cannot help you. Everything will be all right.
No!
Give me your hand.
Don't touch me! You took their souls! I saw!
Do you think I want to hurt you? But you leave me no choice.
I owe you my life. I'm yours to command. Thank you. Thank you for freeing me.
Thank you for letting me.
You took these people against their will.
Yes. What little will there was for them to have. Are you really so naive? They were madmen before I found and freed them from the prisons of their own minds.
You truly believe you were helping them?
It's not what I believe. It's what I know.
The doctor insisted his work was noble. And looking back, those who were supposedly his captives seemed grateful to the man. Not all of them, but enough to make me wonder. How did he manage to turn enemy into friend?
Leaders will always find ways to make others obey them. And that is what makes them leaders. There are plants, Altair. Herbs from distant lands that can cause a man to take leave of his senses. So great are the pleasures it brings, men may even become enslaved by it.
Safety and peace, Malik.
Your presence here deprives me of both.
Tell me what you can about the one they call Talal.
It is your duty to locate and assassinate the man, Altair, not mine.
Speak to me or speak to God.
He prepares them for the journey.
Journey where?
They are held in his warehouse. And when the time comes, they are sent to Akka.
Where is this warehouse? And why Akka?
Talal tells me what I need to know. Nothing more. Do you forget what became of the men who attacked us?
Felled by our archers, thanks be to God.
Not our archers. Him. Alone.
So you're saying he saved us?
He said he has many loyal followers, all of whom will readily give their lives for the man.
The man's a master archer. You do well to remember that.
He's a powerful slaver who occupies an area north of town, near the Barbican. He pays a tribute to the city guards, so he can operate in the shadows.
How many more will we allow to go missing before the people take a stand?
I've found Talal. I'm ready to begin my mission.
That is for me to decide.
He traffics in human lives, kidnapping Jerusalem citizens and selling them into slavery. As we speak, he prepares a caravan for travel. I'll strike while he's inspecting his stock. If I can avoid his men, Talal himself should prove little challenge.
Little challenge? Listen to you. Such arrogance.
You do no kindness imprisoning them like this.
Imprisoning them? I keep them safe, preparing them for the journey that lies ahead.
What journey?
Help
It
me.
is a life of servitude.
Save me! You know nothing.
Beg forgiveness from your god.
He's long abandoned us. Long abandoned the men and women I took into my arms. I took them not to sell, but to save. And yet you'd kill us all. For no other reason than it was asked of you.
No. You profit from the war. From lives lost and broken.
Yes, you would think that, ignorant as you are. Wall off your mind. They say it's what your kind do best. Do you see the irony in all this? The Brotherhood is not so weak that my death will stop its work.
Talal is dead.
Oh, I know. In fact, the entire city knows! Have you forgotten the meaning of subtlety?
A skilled assassin ensures his work is noticed by the many.
No! A skilled assassin maintains control of his environment.
You and I are on the same side, Malik.
3 of the 9 lay dead.
Give me names and I'll give you blood.
So I will. Return to me as each man falls, that we might better understand their intentions.
Whose life do you come to collect today?
His name is Abu Nakud. What can you tell me about him?
Oh, the merchant king of Damas, richest man in the city. Quite exciting, quite dangerous.
The Merchant King provides for one and all. He asks for nothing in return. Let his generosity serve as an example to us all. Everyone should strive to be as he.
I have business with the Merchant King.
He hates himself as much as he hates the people he pretends to serve. Locks himself away in his personal quarters out of shame.
He can't stay hidden forever.
The last of it has been delivered.
Good. Make sure he also knows it wasn't easy arranging a shipment like this.
It's only wine.
Abu Nakud is corrupt to the core and despised by his own citizens as a result. It appears he's been stealing money meant for the people of Damas and spending it on himself. Even as we speak, he flaunts his greed, preparing for a lavish party. His guards and servants should have their hands full dealing with the guests. They won't even know I'm there.
Welcome. Thank you all for joining me this evening. Please eat, drink, enjoy all the pleasures I have to offer. Salah ad-Din bravely fights for what he believes in, and you are always there to support him without question. It is your generosity that allows his campaign to continue. So, I propose a toast then. Compassion, mercy, tolerance. These words mean nothing to any of you. Mean nothing to those infidel invaders who ravage our land in search of gold and glory. And so I say, enough! I've pledged myself to another cause. One that will bring about a new world in which all people might live side by side in peace.
You stole money from those you claim to lead, sent it away for some unknown purpose. I want to know where it's gone and why.
How could I finance a war in service to the same god that calls me an abomination? You take the lives of men and women, strong in the conviction that their deaths will improve the lots of those left behind. A minor evil for a greater good? We are the same. We will have our new world.
He killed them. The men and women at his party. It was poison. A coward's tool. Blamed them for the war. Said he wished to end it.
Strange, but then again, the Merchant King was known to be a bit different. Perhaps this was simply a symptom of his madness.
Perhaps.
Freeing these cities from their corrupt leaders will no doubt promote the cause of peace.
Can you really be so sure? Each man I've slain has confessed strange words to me. They are without regret. Even in death they seem confident of their success. Though they do not admit it directly, there is a tie that binds them. I'm sure of it.
The question will be answered when you no longer need to ask it.
William has been named regent while the king conducts his war. The people see it as a strange choice given the history between Richard and William's son Conrad. Richard and Conrad do not see eye to eye on most matters. Though they are civil enough in public, there are whispers that each intends evil upon the other.
I've never been one for politics.
But surely you realize your every action shapes the course of this land's future. You are a politician too, in your own way.
As you wish.
He won't see you.
I already told you. I need to see William. I never said he needs to see me. William's host is large and many men call him master, but he's not without enemies. He and King Richard do not see eye to eye. Richard's visit has upset him. Once the king has left, William will retreat into his fortress to brood. He'll be distracted. That's when I will strike.
3,000 souls, William. I was told they would be held as prisoners and used to barter for the release of our men.
The Saracens would not have honored their end of the bargain. You know this to be true. I did you a favor.
Oh, yes. A great favor indeed. Now our enemies will be that much stronger in their convictions. Fight that much harder.
I know our enemy well. They will not be emboldened, but filled with fear.
Tell me, how is it you know the intentions of our enemies so well? You who forsake the field of battle to play at politics.
I did what was right, what was just.
You swore an oath to uphold the work of God, William. But that is not what I see here. No, I see a man who's trampled it.
Your words are most unkind, my liege. We must ensure that everyone is doing their part. Warn them that any negligence will be severely punished. You've brought shame upon us all. Skill and dedication are what won us Ark, and they will be required to keep it. I have been too lenient, it seems. But no more. The two of you stand accused of whoring and drinking while on duty. What say you to these charges?
My lord, please. We meant no harm by it.
We forgot ourselves. It will not happen again.
No, it won't.
I know that you are going to murder Richard and claim Akka for your son Conrad.
Acre does not belong to either of them.
Then who?
The city belongs to its people.
How can you claim to speak for the citizens? You stole their food, disciplined them without mercy, forced them into service under you.
Everything I did to prepare them for the new world. Stole their food? No. I took possession so that when the lean times came, it might be rationed properly.
No matter how noble you believe your intentions, these acts are cruel and cannot continue.
You do not free the cities as you believe, but rather damn them. In the end, you'll have only yourself to blame. You who speak of good intentions.
I was sure he meant to take Akka for Conrad, yet he claimed this was not his plan.
You cannot trust the words of a snake, which even in death produces venom.
Each man I'm sent to kill speaks cryptic words to me. Each time I come to you and ask for answers. Each time you give only riddles in exchange, but no more.
Who are you to say no more?
I'm the one who does the killing.
Tread carefully, boy. I do not like your tone.
You said the answer to my question would arise when I no longer needed to ask it. So I will not ask. I demand you tell me what binds these men.
These men are connected by a blood oath not unlike our own.
Who are they?
Non nobis, domine non nobis.
Templars. What do they desire?
Conquest. They seek the Holy Land not in the name of God, but for themselves.
What of Richard? Salah-ad-Din?
Any who oppose the Templars will be destroyed.
Why did you hide the truth from me?
That you might pierce the veil yourself. Information learned is more valuable than information given.
What about the treasure Malik retrieved from Solomon's temple? Robert seemed desperate to have it back.
In time, Altair, all will become clear. Just as the role of the Templars has revealed itself to you, so too will the nature of their treasure.
Al-Mualim has marked Majd-ud-Din for death. What can you tell me about him?
Salah-ad-Din's absence has left the city without a proper leader, and Majd-ud-Din has appointed himself to play the part.
That ends today.
I suggest you plan your attack carefully.
Where would you have me begin my search?
What's this? You're actually asking for my assistance instead of demanding it. I'm impressed.
Be out with it.
As you wish.
Confess to him, and he will show mercy. But, should you try to run, to hide, you will be found and made to pay. The ones he kills, not criminals, but dangerous all the same.
Dangerous to who?
His plans, Their plans. Yes, he speaks of others. Those he works with. Works for, perhaps.
He wants us to repair a stage for another execution. Today. So much death.
Were it that our true leader might return and bring a measure of justice to this city.
He says there can be no barter with God's will.
This is not God's will, but madness. I'll go to him myself. Where is he?
I know what to do.
You cannot know anything. Only suspect. You must expect to be wrong. To have overlooked something. Anticipate, Altair. How many times must I remind you of this? One of the men to be executed is a brother. One of us. Al-Mulim wishes for him to be saved. Do not worry about the actual rescue. My men will take care of that.
There are malcontents among you. They sow the seeds of discontent, hoping to lead you astray. This evil must be purged. Only then can we hope to be redeemed. See how the evil of one man spreads to corrupt others? I will keep you safe. Here now are four filled with sin. The harlot, the thief, the gambler, the heretic.
Tell me, what's your part in all of this?
The Brotherhood wanted the city. I wanted power. There was an opportunity.
An opportunity to murder innocents.
Not so innocent. Dissident voices cut deep as steel. They disrupt order.
You kill people simply for believing differently than you.
Of course not. I killed them because I could. Because it was fun. Do you know what it feels like to determine another man's fate?
I learned what becomes of those who lift themselves above others.
And what is that?
Here, let me show you.
The Templars desire control. Each man, as you've noted, wanted to claim their cities in the Templar name, that the Templars themselves might rule the Holy Land, and eventually beyond. Their plans depend upon the Templar treasure, the Piece of Eden.
It's just a piece of silver.
Look at it.
What am I supposed to see?
This piece of silver cast out Adam and Eve. It turned staves into snakes, parted and closed the Red Sea. Ares used it to start the Trojan War, and with it a poor carpenter turned water into wine. He who holds it commands the hearts and minds of whoever looks upon it. Whoever tastes of it, as they say. They know you come, the man in the white hood. They'll be looking for you.
They won't find me. I'm but a blade in the crowd. Al-Mualim has named another. Calls himself Sabrand.
I am familiar with the man. Newly appointed leader of the Knights Teutonic, he resides in the Venetian Quarter and runs Akka's port.
His paranoia knows no bounds.
He's doubled our shifts. No one sleeps.
Wasn't so bad till he decided to make the port his home.
He's planning something at sea. That's why he came here.
Planning what? What's the meaning of this? Damned assassins, they're probably here right now, watching us. Double the patrols.
Which ones?
All of them!
But we don't have the men.
Find them!
Sabrand's claimed near 100 ships. For what purpose?
A blockade. They're to sail for open water and establish a perimeter.
For what? Does Salah ad-Din intend to strike from sea?
No, it's not he we defend against, but ships from home. To deny Richard more troops.
Sabrand is said to be consumed by fear, driven mad by the knowledge that his death approaches. He has sealed the docks district, and now hides within waiting for his ship to arrive.
I wonder how it is he learned of your mission.
The men I've killed, they are all connected. Al-Mualim warned me that word of my deeds has spread among them.
You are mistaken, Master Sibrand. I would never propose violence against any man, and most certainly not against you.
So you say, and yet no one here will vouch for you.
It is not for us to call attention to ourselves.
Perhaps. Or perhaps they do not know you because you are not a man of God, but an assassin!
Never.
You wear the same robes.
If they cover themselves as we do, it is only to instill uncertainty and fear. You must not give in.
Are you calling me a coward? Challenging my authority? Are you perhaps hoping to turn my own knights against me? Is it the presence of guilt that compels a confession?
But I confess nothing.
Ah, defiant to the very end. If you truly are a man of God, then surely the Creator will provide for you. Let him stay my hand. I doubt we've seen the last of these assassins. Persistent bastards. I'll take care of this heathen myself.
You are afraid.
Of course I am afraid.
But you'll be safe now, held in the arms of your god.
Have my brothers taught you nothing? I know what waits for me. For all of us.
If not your god, then what?
Nothing. Nothing waits. And that is what I fear.
You don't believe.
How could I, given what I know? What I've seen? Our treasure was the proof.
Proof of what?
That this life is all we have.
You worked to overthrow cities, control men's minds, murdered any who spoke against you.
I followed my orders, believing in my cause. Same as you.
You seem distant.
It's nothing, Rafik.
It is the men you kill, isn't it? You feel something for them.
What if I'm wrong? What if these men are not meant to die? What if they mean well? Misguided, perhaps, but pure in motive.
What is the truth?
We place faith in ourselves. We see the world the way it really is, and hope that one day all mankind might see the same.
What is the world, then?
An illusion. One which we can either submit to, as most do, or transcend.
What is it to transcend?
To recognize nothing is true and everything is permitted. That laws arise not from divinity but reason. I understand now that our creed does not command us to be free. It commands us to be wise. Al-Muallim has asked I take the life of the one they call Jubair.
He's been quite busy these past few days, organizing the scholars and sending them into the streets to preach.
What do they speak of?
Light and fire, cleansing sins, apocalyptic nonsense if you ask me.
Today should see the last of them put to torch.
Jubair sees things the way they truly are. Sees the poison you carry in your hearts and minds. He works to cast it out. Remove all texts from your homes and schools. Give them to us. They must be destroyed. We lay the stones to build a road upon which soon all men will travel. It leads to a better tomorrow.
That is not what I see.
Then you are blind.
Jubair has employed certain merchants to spy on the citizens for him. They feed him names in exchange for gold.
Every single text in this city must be destroyed. My friend, you must not do this. They are beacons, meant to guide us, to save us from the darkness that is ignorance.
No, these bits of paper are covered in lies. They poison your minds, and so long as they exist, you cannot hope to see the world the way it truly is. You trust in words, drops of ink. Do you ever stop to think of who put them there? Or why?
We need them.
You love your precious writings? You'd do anything for them?
Yes. Yes, of course.
Then join them!
Men must be free to do what they believe. It is not our right to punish one for thinking what they do, no matter how much we disagree.
Am I not unlike those precious books you seek to save? A source of knowledge with which you disagree, yet you're rather quick to steal my life. Is it not ancient scrolls that inspire the Crusaders? That fill Salah ad-Din and his men with a sense of righteous fury? Their texts endanger others, bring death in their wake.
As with my other targets, he believed he was doing the right thing, clearing a path to a better future.
Of course he would. Such is the landscape of a madman's mind.
Robert de Sabre is now all that stands between us and victory. He dreamed, still dreams, like us, of peace.
But this is a man who sought to see the Holy Land consumed by war.
No, Altair. How can you not see when you're the one that opened my eyes to this?
What do you mean?
What do he and his followers want? A world in which all men are united. I do not despise his goal. I share it. But I take issue with the means. Go, Altair. It's time to finish this.
Safety and peace, Altair.
Upon you as well, brother. Robert and his Templars walk the city. They've come to pay their respects to Majd-ud-Din. They'll attend his funeral, which means so will I. Malik, before I go, there's something I should say.
Be out with it.
All this time, I never told you I was sorry. Too damn proud. You lost your arm because of me. Lost Qadar. You had every right to be angry.
I do not accept your apology because you are not the same man who went with me into Solomon's temple. And so you have nothing to apologize for.
We gather here to mourn the loss of our beloved Majd-ud-Din. Taken too soon from this world. I know you feel sorrow and pain at his passing.
Amen.
As you know, this man was murdered. We have tried to track his killer, but it has proved difficult. These creatures cling to the shadows and run from any who would face them fairly. But not today, for it seems one stands among us. He mocks us with his presence and must be made to pay. Seize him! Bring him forward that God's justice might be done!
I would see your eyes before you died.
I sense you expected someone else.
What sorcery is this? It was a trap.
I had heard the funeral turned to chaos. What happened?
Robert de Sable was never here. He sent another in his stead. He was expecting me. He goes to plead his case to Richard and Salah ad-Din, to unite them against the common enemy. Against us.
Surely you're mistaken. This makes no sense.
Robert rides for Arthur to plead his case that Saracen and Crusader unite against the assassins.
That will never happen. They have no reason to.
Had, perhaps. But now you've given them one. 9, in fact. The bodies you've left behind, victims on both sides. You've made the assassins an enemy in common and ensured the annihilation of your entire order. Well done.
Not 9. 8.
What do you mean?
You are not my target. I will not take your life.
We cannot act without our master's permission. It could compromise the Brotherhood.
He's keeping things from us. Important things. You were the one told me we could never know anything, only suspect. Well, I suspect this business with the Templars goes deeper. It's time I ride for Arsuf. Every moment I delay, our enemy gets one step ahead of me.
Assassin! What is the meaning of this? And be quick with it!
You've a traitor in your midst.
I won't be taken so easily!
It's not you I've come to kill. It's him.
Speak then, that I may judge the truth. Who is this traitor?
Robert de Sable.
My lieutenant! He seeks revenge against your people for the havoc you've wrought in Acre. And I am inclined to support him. Some of my best men were murdered by some of yours.
It was I who killed them, and for good reason. They betrayed you, and they took their orders from Robert.
My liege, it is an assassin that stands before us. These creatures are masters of manipulation. Of course it isn't true.
Let this be decided by combat. Surely God will side with the one whose cause is righteous.
So be it. To arms, assassin! You're but a puppet. He betrayed you, boy. Just as he betrayed me.
Speak sense, Templar. Or not at all.
9 men he sent you to kill, yes? The 9 who guarded the treasure's secret.
What of it?
It wasn't 9 who found the treasure, assassin. Not 9, but 10.
Who?
It is your master, Al-Mualim.
But he is not a Templar.
Did you never wonder how it is he knew so much? Where to find us, how many we numbered, what we aspire to attain?
He is the master of the assassins.
Oui, master of lies. But now you've taken my life, and in the process, ended your own.
You too will walk the path, or you will perish. So the Master commands.
It was Al-Mualim, wasn't it? What's he done to you? Guard yourself well, friend. Al-Mualim has betrayed us.
Yes. Betrayed his Templar allies as well. You were right, Altair. All along our master has used us. We were not meant to save the Holy Land, but deliver it to him. He must be stopped.
The men we face, their minds are not their own. If you can avoid killing them.
Yes. Though he has betrayed the tenets of the Creed, it does not mean we must as well.
Safety and peace, my friend.
Your presence here will deliver us both.
No! What's happening?
I found proof.
Proof of what?
That nothing is true. And everything is permitted. I have stood before 1,000 men, all of them superior to you, and all of them dead, by my hand. Have you any final words?
You won't succeed. Others will find the strength to stand against you.
And this is why, so long as men maintain free will, there can be no peace.
I killed the last man who spoke as such. Why did you not make me like the other assassins? Why allow me to retain my mind?
You are not like the others. You saw through the illusion.
Illusion?
That's all it's ever done. This Templar treasure, this piece of Eden, this word of God. Do you understand now? The Red Sea was never parted. Water never turned to wine. It was not the machinations of Iris that spawned the Trojan War, but this! Illusions! All of them! Is it any less real than the phantoms the Saracens and Crusaders follow now? Those craven gods who retreat from this world that men might slaughter one another in their names? They live amongst an illusion already. I'm simply giving them another. One that demands less blood. Impossible. The student does not defeat the teacher.
الشيء واقع مطلق بل كل ممكن.
So it seems. You have won then. Go and claim your prize.
You held fire in your hand, old man. It should have been destroyed.
Destroy the only thing capable of ending the Crusades and creating true peace? Never.
Then I will.
Destroy it! Destroy it as you said you would.
I can't.
Yes, you can, Altair. But you won't.